Yeah, obviously, unbelievably disappointed in the way we played in the second half. Completely unacceptable from every member of that locker room, player, coach. Completely unacceptable, and a lot of credit goes to them. Obviously, Tom Brady is the best, and in the second half, couldn't make any plays to get them off the field really, other than a couple in the red zone, and their run game hurt us with that 99-yard run. So we tried to be aggressive to stay in the game, but just didn't work out. So credit to them. I don't know anything about Teddy yet. They're working on him, so I don't have much on that. But obviously disappointed and completely unacceptable.
Let's go to Jonathan Alexander and then David Newton.
Hey, Matt, I'm wondering if you could take us through that 98-yard run, what you may have saw initially, I guess, before looking at film, and what went wrong there.
Yeah, I saw the blitz on the replay. We slanted off the right, so we blitzed off the right side. One of our defensive players supposed to slant with it, didn't run the slant. Ball hitting that gap, couldn't get the ball down, couldn't run them down. So, we're at a stage right now where we just have to kind of do our job, and everyone has to be right to be successful. And if someone doesn't do their assignment, then you need someone to make a play on it for you, and we weren't able to get them down. So that was obviously tremendously disappointing and very similar to the first game. Same run play, their duo run that they popped at the end of the game for 68-yard touchdown. That was obviously a 99-yard touchdown.
Hey, Matt, I understand you don't know how much about Teddy, but what's your level of concern from what you saw?
I don't, because he got up and walked off. But when it comes to knees and stuff like that, I never know. So I don't have a feel one way or the other, because unfortunately the game's over. I come in, he's not in there. So I haven't had a chance to see him yet or anything. I have no idea.
Let's go to Joe Person and then Bill Voth.
Matt, the play at the end of the half that gets overturned, Teddy comes to the line and looks like if you spike the ball there, they don't get a chance to review it and so forth. What were you guys telling him from the sideline? How did that break down?
We didn't know it was. I thought it was a clean catch, so I had no part of me knew that, right? When you're on the field, things go really fast. You can't see that was potentially that, and then they called the penalty on them for knocking the ball away. So that moved the ball up 5 yards, and so we were trying to, take another shot at the end zone. So that's why that happened. They called timeout, and then obviously they overturned it. Had I known that it was not a clean catch, then obviously, we would have tried to get up and spike it. But it looked from the field level, it looked like a clean catch. Nothing that I could see there.
Matt, you've talked a lot over the last few weeks about third down defense and third quarter offense. What more is there to say now going into next week?
We have to get better at them. There's no one feels sorry for us. And as much as I hate losing by, that many points, it's the same as losing by one. You come back next week and we have to continue to improve them. We made some key stops late in the game. We blitzed them, we hit them. We have to be better. We just have to be better. And when I say that, it always starts with me and it works down. So we have to be better. Third down offense, third down defense and third quarter offense. But I mean, really, at the end of the day, on offensively, we had 187 yards of offense. They credit to Coach Bowles. They won the day defensively.
Let's go to Elena Getzenberg and then Deshaun Brown.
Hey, Matt, I was wondering if there was anything that stood out to you about that third quarter offense that just didn't work. I know the interception, but what just wasn't working?
I mean, I hate to say it like this, but not much of anything. I mean, they pressured us. We couldn't really, at the end of the day, we were 1 of 9 on third down today. So in the first half, we were able to get away with it with some big plays. But, I think at the half we were 1 of 5 on third down. We were 0 for 4, I guess, looking at the numbers here in the second half. So, we've played them twice now. They've sacked and pressured us and hit us, That's been the issue, and that's really been the issue for us this year offensively. When we have time, there's some guys open, but you have to have time, and we just didn't have yet enough time, up front. And when I say not enough time, not all the time, but on some of those key third downs, and then just didn't make enough plays, to extend drives and hopefully put some points on the board.
Coach Rhule, to that end, when you addressed the team after the game, what is the one thing you wanted them to know after this?
I just think I'll say more moving forward. I think all of us have to understand that what just happened cannot happen. I mean, we can't play like that for a half, and we can't play like that at home. And I thought there was a great crowd today. I really appreciate the people that came, and the people stayed to the end. It's a credit to Panthers fans, and we can't play like that in front of them, and we can't coach like that in front of them. And it was a slow, methodical bleed on our defense and their offense. We've got to find a way to make more plays, and really, most importantly, do things right. So when you're a man-to-man defense, sometimes you just got to lock a guy up and get home on a pressure, all those different things. So it wasn't any one area, any one position, but that was unacceptable today.
All right, guys, we only have time for two more. Let's go to Steve Reed and then finish with Will Kunkel. Steve, your audio is not working. Will, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Hey, Matt, it's Will from Fox. Sorry to keep harping on the third quarter deal, but is there anything you can do to coach differently to get offense to work in the third quarter versus any other quarter? Does that matter, or is it just? No,
I better. I mean, yeah, we better. We'd better find a way to do something better in the third quarter. It's been consistent, and it's one of the few things we haven't improved. And whoever asked the question before, third down defense, and really today third down offense, and then third quarter. Those are the two things. To be 17-17 with that team, I was proud of our effort in the first half, and we need to figure something out in the third quarter.
Coach, I'm going to try again without my microphone if you can hear me. Your thoughts on how Tom Brady played on the other side?
Elite, fantastic.